Captain of the Redneck Horde, here we go. And as you can see, poor folks, they're going to miss the show. Yeah, oh, I better come in. If I don't turn my cell phone off, she'll come out here and howl. She's going to come howl at you too. Now then. I almost fooled myself. I took my mouthpiece out and put it in my pocket, but I forgot about that. Does anyone have any rotten fruit? Even ripe fruit in the place? All right then. We're going to go ahead. And I don't like to have that rotten fruit thrown at me, so it's always good to establish that it's missing before we start. Now, I'd like to play a request that hasn't been asked for a person I do not know. See if you recognize this. Follow along with me. This is Smitty. Smitty got roped into this thing unpresumedly. He made the mistake of answering the phone. But I figured if I was sucked in, I wasn't going down by myself. Anybody have a birthday within a year? That's just for you. We'll play it straight, and then we're going to do a little Dixieland thing too. Smitty and I almost played together in the Dixieland band, but I quit just before he started. So we've played a lot of the same things, but we've never played them together at the same time. So we're going to give that a try. This being Friday, this is our last opportunity. You put a song in my own. Last night I had a brain glitch, and we were going to play something, and I played it 1,000 times, and I couldn't remember for the life of me.
The things that happen when you...
I was named that when I was a child, and I kept the name just to reduce the paperwork. This is Dr. Lloyd Parrott, but we fondly call him Smitty. Smitty's one of the most talented and gifted and educated people I ever met, and yet I let him sit with me.
And you even think I'm a doctor, but I'm just really a mischief.
I call him a doctor because he's the doctor of disaster. I have a friend, and my friend has a big dog, and he loves that dog, but the dog is very cross-eyed, you see. So he took him into the veterinarian, and he said, "Doc, I love my big dog, but he's very cross-eyed. Can you do anything to help him?" Well, the vet reached down and he picked the dog up, and he looked in his eyes, and he could see he was very cross-eyed. And he lifted his lip and checked his teeth, and he said, "I'm afraid I'm going to have to put this dog down." My friend said, "Oh no, just because he's cross-eyed?" He said, "No, because he's very heavy." wanna tell a joke or you wanna play something first? Yeah, Smitty doesn't like to be outshone.
This is an intelligence test.
An intelligence test. I flunked. I hope you all fare better than
Last
I
night.
hope you all fare better than I did.
Last name from too. Termite. Walks into the bar. Through the swinging doors. All the way up, it's a long way for a little tiny termite. All the way up to the bar. And climbs all the way up to the top of the bar, which is quite a thing for a tiny termite. Finally getting up on top of the bar, looking around at the beer and other alcoholic beverages and catching his breath. Looks around and says, "Say, is the bartender here?"
Think about it.
Is the bartender?
Explain it, kid. The explanation is funnier than the joke. But he got you. He got you. I told you he's smart. I was gonna have Smitty write us a theme song, but he couldn't get past the first few bars. Let's try a little muskrat rhyme. Strap your weapon on and load it up there. Lock the doors, men. Don't let them out. It's nice that every once in a while they dust off an old relic like me and put him back in the saddle. I appreciate it. My memory's not as good as it was, so once in a while I'll hit a flat spot. Maybe that won't happen tonight. That'd be nice. This is a little Dixieland tune called Muskrat Run. I hope that's the one I'm thinking of. If we don't wind up playing the same thing, I'll stop and we'll do something different. What? Since Smitty had to tell you a joke about a bar, I have a joke about a bar. A string. Long string. He down the street and he thought he'd like to have a drink, so he went in the bar and he climbed up on the bar stool and he said, "Barkeep, I'd like to have a drink." And the bartender said, "We don't serve strings in here." And he rolled him up in the ball, pitched him out in the street. Well, dusted himself off, went back in there and climbed up on the bar stool. Yeah, the cockroach climbed up on the bar. The string climbed up on the bar stool. Oh, a termite. Yeah, termite. Is the bartender here? He said. So he climbed up on the stool. He said, "Barkeep, I'd like to have a drink." And the bartender said, "Get out of here. We don't serve strings in here." So he rolled along through the street. Well, he raised himself up, he tousled up his hair, turned himself around, it looked like a pretzel, and he climbed back up on that stool and he said, "Bartender, I'd like to have a drink." And the bartender said, "Say, aren't you one of them there strings?" He said, "No, sir, I'm afraid not." All right, one up me, Smitty, one up me.
Well, the skunk has two little baby skunks. They're very creative. They hangs them in and out. But the trouble is, Ann always has this have it being outside, and out is usually inside. It's very confusing. And one day when Mom had dinner on the table, she asked out who was in, to come and find in who was out. It was all confused because in was out and she needed out to come in and have dinner. Fortunately, out was in. Go out and find in who was out. And did so in record time. Brought in, back in, out, in. Well, then, the mother was amazed and she said, "Oh, how did you find in so fast?" And I would say, "Oh, it was easy. Instinct."
Well, there you are. There you are. When I first met Smitty, I thought he might be a trombone player because he didn't know how to swing and he didn't know how to use a slide. It turned out he was a woodwind specialist.
I read between the lines.
You read? That's a read joke. Clarinetist or saxophonist or an oboist or bassoonist, you know what that meant. Let's try a little of the jazz music. How much time do we have? What this song is like? They always make us quit. It just breaks our hearts.
Well, sometimes they're late.
They are late. If anybody's going to be late, it's them because we're already here.
And so are you.
And so are you, and we're so happy about it. But there was wonderful thing. The place sold out all 3 nights. And yeah. So which was a wonderful thing, and the audiences were all keenly perceptive and got all the funny lines. Annie told me one time I was when I was playing in the Dixieland band, and they let me do the skit because all they had to do was just wind me up and let me go. And most of the time I started telling stories because my lip was tired and I needed a rest. And so if I could figure out something for a break, that's how it all started. So we're playing for a tough audience. Tough audience. They didn't get any of the lines. I tried it 2 or 3 times. They didn't get any of the lines. Annie had the uncommon incourtesy to say perhaps it was because I wasn't funny. Well, we're still married, and I just kept searching till I got an audience perceptive enough to get those jokes, and I still use the same ones, and y'all are most keenly perceptive, I must say.
I can vouch for that.
Yes.
Using the same ones.
Oh, using this. I thought you were vouching for the keenly perceptive. Well, there you go. All right. Did we play this already? No.
Airplane coming here from Portland tonight. Started losing engines.
Oh my God. How many engines did it have? Well, what happened? Well, I was going to save that for the second half, but I can't now because the suspense would kill you. Well, my friends were flying across the country in a 4-engine plane. Now, it's important to note that 4 engines. So they were flying along. All of a sudden, the plane kicked him butt. And the pilot came on and said, "Ladies and gentlemen, we've lost one of our engines, but don't you worry, because this plane can fly just fine on 3 engines, but we'll be 2 hours delayed getting into our destination." Well, that wasn't too bad, so they flew along. After a while, the plane shook again, and the pilot came on and said, "Ladies and gentlemen, we've lost number 4. We still have 2 engines though, and this is a well-engineered plane. We can fly just fine on 2 engines, but we will be 6 hours delayed getting in." Well, they flew along for a while, and wouldn't you know it, she coughed and bucked again. The pilot came on and said, "Oh, we've lost number 3, but don't worry. This is an engineering wonder. This plane can still fly on 1 out of the 4 engines, but we will be 12 hours delayed getting into our destination." Well, one of my friends turned to the other one and he said, "Oh God, I hope that 4th engine doesn't go out. We'll be up here forever." I would have spared you till the second half, but Smitty opened a can of worms. Sometimes I nickname him Old Pandora, because he's always opening up Pandora's box. That's a literary. Okay, let's check it. Nobody out there seems to. So well, that could be. My intellect would catch them off guard for sure. When I plead ignorance, nobody argues with me, I want to tell you. All right, here we go. Now I remember how this goes. Last night we were going to play the Jazz Me Blues, and I was just drawing a blank, and Smitty was trying to sing it for me, and I don't think he was singing it right because nothing fit. But it finally came back, and here it is.
About 5 more minutes.
There's 2 of them.
All right, well, here we go. 1, 2, 1, we were going to bust a lip filling space for those fellas. They must have gone ahead and had pizza or something because we played and we played and we played. I remember one time Al Hurt told the story. He was playing at the Super Bowl one time, and they were supposed to have this big hot air balloon lift off of the field. And so he was playing up, up and away in my beautiful balloon, whoever that was that sang that. Anyway, it was Al Hurt and his band playing it. Well, they wound up playing it for 12 hours, and that balloon never did get off the ground. And I don't know that he was ever the same. He might not have been the same before that. Oh my God, there's only one thing worse than playing with a wit, and that's a half-wit. But not a dim-wit.
At least I got hair.
Oh my God, he's going for the jugular now, but he can't get to it because I've got this tie on, which protects my tender jugular.
Official uniform of the Redneck Symphony.
The Redneck Symphony. We're the Clemens Redneck Symphony. Smitty never owned a pair of overalls, but he was lucky enough that I had an extra pair. Now he could have put 2 of them in there, but he didn't. He just put 1 of them in there. Well, let's see. We better play some. What time is it?
What time is it?
Oh, it's getting cold. There'll be a. Oh, there's a let's see. Oh, no, that's not her. That's not her. sir. The prologue, the prologue.
Prologue, let the prologue come in.
Were we glad you showed up?
I'm glad I showed up.
Smitty had already opened up Pandora's box and the damn thing was empty.
You're relying on that for the show.
No.
Welcome to the Ragland Theater and the Cultural Center series and our inaugural season of Redneck Shakespeare. Thank you for coming to our final night of Midsummer's Night's Dream. We ask that you please silence all cell phones and other electronic devices that make noise. You are allowed to make as much noise as you want. We will have one intermission. You will know it's intermission time because everyone else sleeps. So it's pretty obvious then. But please, we hope you will enjoy this, and thank you so much for supporting us. We have sold out every night, and it's just a great feeling and wonderful for all of the actors. They feed off your energy, so please feel free to give it back.
What about the band? They feed off your energy. Don't forget the band.
We will never forget the band. Please don't forget the band. Let's get the band started. You're allowed to enjoy it. Redneck Midsummer Night's Dream.
There you go.
Our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days brings in another new moon. But oh, methinks how this old moon wanes.
Oh, no. 4 days will quickly steep themselves into night. And 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow, new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities. Yes.
Happy New Theseus. I'm down at Mayo.
Thanks, good Aegis. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My lord, this man has my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. My lord, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my child. Thou hast by moonlight at her window sung with feigning voices verses of feigning love. Thou hast given her bracelets of thy hair, rings, gauds, conceits, gnats, trifles, nosegays, messengers of stroke of velvet in unhardened youth. And thou, Lysander, with cunning thou hast filched my daughter's heart and turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And so, my noble mare, if she will not here, before your grace, agree to marry with Demetrius, I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall either be to this man, or to her death, as provided by law, immediately in the case.
What say you, Hermia? Now, be advised, fair maid, to you your mother should be as a god, and one who composed your beauties, yea, and one to whom you are but a form in wax. Now, Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your mother's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
And I would my mother but looked with my eyes.
Rather, your eyes with hers must look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I may bold, nor how it may concern my modesty in such a presence to plead my thoughts. But I do beseech your grace to know the worst that may befall me in this case if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
To give up forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires, know of your youth, examine well your blood. For if you do not give to your mother's wishes, you can become a nun. The eye shady, cloister mute, a barren sister, withering on the virgin thorn.
So will I grow, live, die, my lord, ere I will my virgin patent up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me. On that day, you be prepared to wed Demetrius, or else on Diana's altar you will protest for eye steady and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy crazed title to my certain right.
You have her mother's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. You marry her.
Scornful Lysander! True, he hath my love, and what is mine, my love shall render him. And she is mine, and all my stake of her I do render unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes are every way as fairly ranked, if not with vantage, as Demetrius's. And which is more than all these boasts can be, I am beloved, beauteous Hermia. Why should I not then prosecute my right? Demetrius, all about you to his head, made love to Neater's daughter Helena, and won her soul. And she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess, I've heard as much, and I thought to spoke with Demetrius thereof. But being over full of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. Come, Demetrius, come, Aegeus, I have some private schooling for you both. Now listen, you Hermia, you fit your fancies to your mother's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up. Come, my Hippolyta. Demetrius, Aegeus, go along.
Oh, now, my love. Why is your cheek so pale? The chance of roses there fade so fast.
Be like for want of rain, which I could well beteem them from the tempest of my eyes.
I mean, for aught I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth.
Oh, cross.
Or,
Oh, spot.
or,
Oh, hell, to choose love by another's eyes.
or,
We must teach our trial patience, because it is a customary cross, as due to love as thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, or fancies faultless.
good persuasion. Therefore, fear me, Hermia. I have a widow Anne, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. Remote from Athens is her cabin 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. Fair, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee. To that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, in the wood, a league without the town, where you did meet me once, to do observance to a Lord of May with Helena. There I'll stay for thee.
Oh, my Lysander, I swear to thee, by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by the simplicity of Venus's doves, and by that which knitteth souls and prospers love, where thou hast appointed me, tomorrow night will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena.
Whither away? You call me fair? That fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair! Your eyes are lodestars, and your
tongue, sweet air more tunable than lark to shepherd's ear when wheat is green and hawthorn buds appear. Sickness is catching, oh, we're favored so, yours would I catch, fair Hermia, ere I go. My ear should catch your voice, my eye your eye, my tongue should catch your tongue, sweet melody. Were the world mine, Demetrius being baited, the rest I'd give to be to you translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smiles such skill.
I give him curses, and yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helen, knows no fault of mine.
None but your beauty, would that fault were mine.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. For Lysander and myself shall fly this place. And as did the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens as a paradise to me. Oh, then what graces in my love do dwell that he hath turned a heaven unto a hell?
Helen, to you our minds will unfold. Tomorrow night when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in the watery glass, a time that lovers' flight still doth conceal, through Athens' gates and we devise to steal.
And in the woods where often you and I upon primrose beds would want to lie, emptying our bosoms of our counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet, and thence from Athens turn away our eyes to seek new friends and stranger companies. So farewell, sweet playfellow, and good luck grant thee that Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander. We must starve our sack from lovers' food till tomorrow deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helena, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
Oh, through Athens I'm thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. For before Demetrius looked on Hermia's eye, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And when this hail some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But here in me nights we wish my pain, to have a sight thither and back again.
Well, you best generally to call your players man by man according to the script.
Here is the scroll of every man's name, thought fit through all Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and Duchess on his wedding day at night.
Well, first, Pansy Quince, say what your play treats on, and then name your actors according to the scroll. And so go to a point.
Merry our play is, the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
Oh, a fine piece of work, I assure you, and a merit. Now, Pansy Quince, name your actors. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you, Nick Bottom.
Oh, ready. Name what part I am for and proceed.
You, Nick Catfish Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? Is he a lover or a tyrant?
A lover who kills himself most gallant for love.
I'll have some tears and the true performance of it if I do it. Let the audience look to their eyes. I shall move stone. I will condole in some measure. However, my chief humor is for a tyrant. I could play Yerkles ready, or part to tear a cat in, to make all split. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and Phoebe's car shall shine from far and make and mar thy foolish face. Yeah, that was lofty. And now name the rest of your actors. There's Yerkles' vein, that tyrant's vein. A lover's most adored.
Here, Pansy Quince!
Flint, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe? A wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, faith! Let me not play a woman!
charming, and I just...
That's all one. You shall play it in a mass, and you may speak as small as you will.
Oh, let me play. I'll hide my face, and I will. And I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Design, design. The chemist, love dear. The lady dear, and dear.
No, you must play Pyramus and flute. You Thisby.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling. Starveling.
Right here, Pansy Quinn.
Robin Starveling, you must play Thisby's mother. Tom Snout.
You fancy?
You, Pyramus's father. Myself, Thisby's father. Snug, you the lion's part. And I hope here's a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part right yet? Hey, you give it to me. I'm slow of speech.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Oh, let me play the line too. I'll roar that I'll do any man's heart good to hear me roar. I'll roar so that the mayor says, let him roar again, let him roar again.
And you should do it too terribly. You would fright the Duchess and the ladies that they would shriek, and that were enough to hang us all.
Hang us all. Friends, I grant you, if you're to frighten the ladies out of the witch, well, they'd have no more discretion than to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice so that I will roar as 'twere any suckling dove. Roar. I will roar as 'twere any nightingale. Roar.
You can play no part but Pyramus. For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man. A proper man, as one shall find on a summer's day. A most gentleman-like man.
Yeah.
And therefore you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I'll do it. Okay. Well, what beard should I play it in?
Well, what you will.
Well, let's see what I got here. Oh, I got you your orange tawny beard. Here, hold that. A black beard. Got a nice black beard. A French crown beard. Or your perfect yellow.
Some of your French crowns have no hair at all, and then you shall play it barefaced. But masters, here are your parts, and I'm to entreat you, desire you, and request you to call them by tomorrow night, and meet me in the palace wood a mile without town, by moonlight. There shall we rehearse, for if we meet in the city, we shall be dogged with company and our devices known. In the meantime, I shall draw a bill of property such as our play was. I pray you fail me not.
Oh, hands in, hands in. We will meet, and there we may rehearse, most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect. Bye, y'all. Yeah.
How now, spirit? With the wand to you?
Over hill, over dale. Through a bush, through a briar. Over park, over pale. Through a flood, through a fire. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's fear. And I serve the fairy queen, to do her orbs upon the green. Farewell, though love of spirits, I'll be gone. Our queen and all her elves come here and on.
The king doth keep his rebels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight. For Oberon is passing fell in wrath, because that she has her attendant hath her lovely ball, stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling. And jealous Oberon would have that child. Not of his train to trace the forest wild. But she perforce withholds a love boy. Crowns him with flowers, makes them all her joy. And now they never meet in grove or green, by fountain clear, spangled starlight sheen. But they do square. All their little elves for fear creep into acorn cups and hide them there. And if they do meet, it ain't gonna be pretty.
Either I mistake your shape and make him quiet, or else You are that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are not you he? Your friends call you Sweet Puck. You do their work, and they shall have good luck. Are not you he?
Thou speakest right. I am that narrow one, and I jest to Oberon, and I make him smile. When I fat and bean-fed horse beguile, nay, in the likeness of a filly foal. And sometimes their guy gossips bold, in the very likeness of a roasted crowd. And when she drinks, against her lips I bob, and on her withered dewlap pour the ale. Room, fairy, here comes Oberon.
And here my mistress, would that he were gone.
Ill met by moonlight, Frau Tidiana.
What? Jealous Oberon? Fairy skip pants? I forsworn his bed and company.
Hold up, you brazen hussy, am not I thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland in the shape of corn, sat all day, playing on pipes of corn and versing love to amorous Phillida. Why art thou here, come from the furthest step of India? But that, forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your busking mistress, and your warrior love, the Theseus must be wedded. And you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How can you stand there and shamelessly talk about me and Hippolyta, knowing I know of thy love to Theseus? Did you not lead him through glimmering night from Perigenia, whom he ravished, and cause him with fair Igel to break his faith with Ariadne and Antiope?
These are the forgeries of jealousy. And never since the middle summer spring met we on hill and dale, forest and mead, by paved fountain or by rushing brook, or in the beached margin of the sea, to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind, but with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the winds, piping to us in vain as in revenge, have sucked up from the sea contagious fogs, which fallen into the land have repelled to remain so proud.
Wait a minute! What in the hell does all that mean?
Any tint out of that?
No.
It means Oberon and Titania's disagreement over the changeling boy has caused problems in the mortal world. Food's not growing, rivers are flooding, and things are generally in bad shape.
Well, why didn't you just say so?
Can we go on?
Oh, please!
You know you can change it. It lies within you. Why would Tidiana want to cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress on hour in the spiced Indian air by night, full often had she gossip by my side.
If I may interject, that
It's confusing also.
You listening? My character was friends with the boy's mother, who died in childbirth. I don't want to give him up to Oberon because he can be such a jerk and a womanizer.
Womanizer. Well then.
I don't know. How long within this bayou you intend to stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day, if you will patiently dance in our rounds and with whom my rebels go with us. If not, shunt me and I will spare your hearts.
Give me that boy and I'll go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairy away! We shall chat downright if I longer stay.
Go on thy way then, but you will not leave this bayou till I torment thee for thy injury. My gentle Puck. Puck! Thou remembers when once I sat upon a promontory and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back, uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath that the stormy sea grew calm to hear her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to better hear the sea maid's music?
Yeah, I remember.
Well, at that same time I saw, although you could not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, all armed. A certain aim he took at a fair vestal thrown by the west, and he loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow, as if to pierce 100,000 hearts. That same time, I saw the fiery shaft of Cupid. I saw quenched by the watery beams of the warm moon,
and the imperial votaress passed on in maiden meditation without a thought of love. Yet marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell on a small flower thrown by the west, before milk white, now purple with love's wound. Fetch me this flower. The juice of it, on sleeping eyelids laid, will make a man or a woman madly dote on the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb, but be back here before the Leviathan can swim a league.
Okay, just to make sure I got this right.
Okie doke.
Cupid, flower, love juice.
Yes.
All right, I'll put a girdle round about the earth in about 40 minutes.
You got it.
Cool.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Tidiana where she sleeps and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing she waking looks upon, be it a lion, a tiger, a bear, or a big mouth gator, or a little water moccasin, she shall pursue with the soul of love. And before I take the charm from her side, as I can take it with another herb now, I'll make her give up her page to me. But who dat? I am invisible and I will overhear what they're talking about.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll slay, and the other slayeth me. Thou toldst me they were stolen into this wood. Here I am, and woed into this wood because I cannot see my Hermia. Therefore, get thee gone and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, but yet you draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow thee.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or do I not, in plainest truth, tell you, I do not, nor I cannot love you?
And even for that, I do love you the more. I'm a spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me. Only give me leave, unworthy as I am to follow you. What worse place can I beg of your love, and yet a place of high respect with me, than to be used as you use your dog?
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I look on thee.
And I'm sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much. To leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one who loves you not? To trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity?
Your virtue is my privilege, for that it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore I think I'm not in the night, nor doth this wood lack worlds of company, for you in my respect are all the world. Then how can it be said that I'm alone when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee, have me in the brakes, and leave you to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest hath not such a heart as you. Run when you will, the story shall be changed. Apollo flies and Daphne holds the chase. The dove pursues the griffin. The wild hind makes speed to catch the tiger. Bootless speed when cowardice pursues and valor flies.
I will not stay thy questions. Drop it. Drop it. If you thou follow me, do not believe that I should do you mischief in this wood.
I in the temple, in the town, in the field, you do me mischief. I, Demetrius, your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed and we're not meant to woo. I'll follow thee and make a heaven of hell, to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fairly well, nymph. Before he leaves this part of the bayou, you will fly from him and he thy love. Hast thou the flower there? Give it to me.
Okay.
All of them, thank you. You know, I know a bank where the wild thyme blows and the oxlips and nodding violets grow. There sleeps Tidiana sometime at night. With the juice of this, I'll streak her eyelids and fill her with hateful fantasies. Oh, take thou some of this and seek through the bayou a sweet Athenian lady in love with disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies might be the lady. You will know him, this not, by the Athenian garments he hath on. You got it. But effected with some care that he may prove more in love with her than she on him. But look, meet me back here before the first cock crows.
Fear not, my lord. Your servant shall do so.
Come now, around the very song, sing me asleep into your arms when you rest.
Down in the river today, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown? Good boy, show me the way. Oh, sisters, let's go down, let's go down, come on down. Oh, sisters, let's go down, down in the river to play. As I went down in the river to play, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the golden crown? Good Lord, show me the way. Oh, brothers, let's go down, let's go down, come on down. Oh, brothers, let's go down, down in the river to play.
Hands away now, all is well.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languor for his sake. In that eye that does appear, when thou wakest it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you fate with wandering in the wood and to speak troth. I forgot our way. We'll rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Eat so, Lysander. Find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
Whoa, one turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one throne.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off yet. Do not lie so near.
Take the sense, sweet, of my innocence. I mean, love takes meaning in love's conference. My heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms interchained with an oath, and then two bosoms in a single troth. Then by your side no bedroom me deny. The line so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now, much beshrew my manners and my pride if Hermia meant to say that Lysander lied. But, gentle friend, for loving courtesy, lie further off. In human modesty, such separation may well be said becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So far be distant. And good night, sweet friend. I love ne'er alter till that sweet life end.
Amen. Amen to that fair prayer, say I. And life when I end loyalty. Here's my bed. Sleep. Give thee all his rest.
And with half that wish, the wisher's eyes do press.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none. On whose eyes I might approve this flower's force and stirred love. Night and silence. Who's here? Weeds that I've been peed, I swear. This is he. My master said, who despised the Athenian maid. And here the maiden, sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Heard his soul, she durst not lie. near this love, this courtesy. Churl, upon thy eyes I throw all the power this charm doth know, and when thou awakest, let love forbid. Sleep his seat on thy eyelid, so awake when I'm gone, for I must nap to overdone.
Stay, though thou kill me, sweet Demetrius.
I charge thee hence, and do not haunt me thus.
Oh, wilt thou, darling, leave me? Do not so.
Stay. At thy peril, I alone will go.
Golly, I'm out of breath in this fallen chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy as Hermia wheresoever she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears, so my eyes are off there washing her. No, I'm as ugly as a gator, for beasts that meet me run away for fear. Therefore it's no wonder Demetrius ran away like he did. What wicked and dissembling glass of mine made me compare with Hermia's fiery eye? But who's here? Lysander. On the ground. Dead or asleep? I see no blood, no blood. Lysander, if you look good, sir, awake.
Run through fire I will for thy sweet soul. Transparent hell in nature shows art, that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where's Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword!
Do not say so, Lysander, say not so, what though we love your Hermia. Lord, what though? But Hermia still loves you, then be content.
Content? With Hermia? No, I do repent the tedious minutes with her I've spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love. Could not change a raven for a dove. The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says you're the worthier maid. Things growing aren't ripe until their season, so I, being young, till now ripe not to reason. Touching now the point of human skill, reason becomes the marshal to my will, and leads me to your eyes, where I o'erlook love's stories written in love's richest book.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born, when at your hands did I deserve this scorn? It's not enough, young man, that I never did, no, nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius's eye. But you must flout my insufficiency. Good troth you do me wrong, good sooth you do. In such disdainful manner me to woo. Very well, perforce I must confess, I thought you lord of more true gentleness. Hold that a lady of one man refused, should of another therefore be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayest thou come Lysander near. Oh, and all my powers address your love and might to honor Helen and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander, help me. Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast.
Ah me. For pity, what a dream was here. Lysander, look how I do quake with fear. You thought a serpent eat my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander? What, removed?
Lysander! Lord! What, out of hearing? Gone? No sound, no word? Alack! Speak, and if you hear, speak of our loves!
I almost swooned with fear.
Then I will proceed you all not nigh, either death or you I'll find immediately.
So are we all met?
Pat, here's a marvelous convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage, this hawthorn brick our tyrant house, and we shall do it in action as we shall do before the Duke.
Hands it quick.
What sayest thou, boy Bob?
There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that'll never do. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. Fancy that.
By a Reckon, a Pyramus-fear.
I believe we need to leave all the killing out when all is done.
Well, now, not a whit, not, don't fret, honey, it's okay. I got a device to make all better. Write me a prologue.
Hold that.
Now let the prologue seem to say, we would do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed. And for the better part, tell them that Pyramus, I Pyramus am not Pyramus, but catfish bottom the stripper. That'll put him out of the fear.
You have such a prologue and it should be written at 8 and 6.
Oh no, make it 2 more, make it 8 and 8.
But will not the ladies be all afeard of the lion?
Oh, I fear it, I promise you.
Well, masters, you ought to consider with yourselves to bring in God shield us, a lion among ladies. Why, there's not a more fearful, wild, foul thing than your lion living. We ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must tell he is not a liar.
Oh, no. You gotta name his name. Here, come here, Snug. Now, you gotta name his name, and his face got to shine out from the lion's neck. And he's gotta say something or to the same effect. Ladies, oh dear ladies, I would entreat you, or I'd request you, not to fear, not to tremble, my life for yours, for if I were to come here as a lion, it were a pity on my life. No, I'm a man as other men are. And then just simply you gotta name his name and tell me he's Snug the Shrieker.
Well, it shall be so. But masters, there is 2 hard things. That is to bring moonlight into the chamber. For you know Pyramus and Thisbe meet by moonlight.
Does the moon shine that we play our part?
Oh, a calendar. Oh, the Good Farmer's Almanac. Look up moonshine. It's under Elemento.
Yes, the moon does shine.
Well, then all you got to do is leave a casement, great chamber window open, and the moon will shine down on the casement.
Or else one must come in with a bush of thorns and a lanthorn and say he comes to disfigure or to present moonshine.
Yeah.
Then there is another thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber. For you know Pyramus and Thisbe says the story did talk through the chink of the wall.
Oh, you can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Well, some man or other must represent wall. Here, hold this. Hold down. Now, he must have some loam or rough cast about him, and that'll signify wall. And then he's got to hold his fingers thusly to represent the cranny, to which Pyramus and Thisbe are to whisper.
Well, if that may be, then all is well. Come, sit you down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. And when you've spoken your speech, enter into that break. And tell everyone according to his cue.
Ooh-wee. What hempen homespuns we have swaggering here. So near the cradle of the fair queen. What a playthorn. I'll be a critic. I'll be an actor too, perhaps, because...
Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, the flies are odious. Odors savor sweet. So hath thy breath, thy Thisbe dear. But hark, a voice. Stay thou but here a while, and I will by and by to thee reappear.
A
pyramist that ever played here.
Must I speak now?
Mary, must you? For you must understand he goes but to see a noisy herd, and is to come again.
Most radiant pyramid. Most lily white of hue. Of color like the red rose on triumphant briar. Of the most risky juvenile and the most lovely jewel. As true as horse, but yet will never tire. I'll meet the pyramids at Ninny's tomb.
Why, you must not speak that part yet, that you answer to pyramids. You speak all your part at once, choose it all. Pyramids enter, your cue is past. It is never tired.
Okay.
Go!
As true as horse, and yet would never tire.
If I'm a fat, there's the power all the time.
Oh, monstrous! Oh, strange! Behold it! Three masters, flow masters, help!
We'll follow you. We'll lead you right around. Through bog, through bush, through brake, through briar. Sometime a horse I'll be, sometime a hound. A hog, a headless bear, sometime a fire. And neigh and bark and grunt and roar and burn. Like horse, hound, hog, bear, fire at every turn.
This neighbor them. Why they run away?
Father, now what changed? What do I see on thee?
What do you see? You see an ass head of your own?
Bless thee, bottom, bless thee! Thou art translated!
I see the neighbor. This will make an ass out of me. Yeah, frighten me if they could. Well, do what you can. I will not stir from this place. I will march up and down, and I will sing, and you will hear that I am not afraid. Man, comes from sorrow. I've seen trouble all my days.
What angel awaits me from my flowery bed?
Damn. I gotta quit this. Happy farewell to Kentucky, place I was born and raised.
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ears much enamored of thy notes, so is mine eye enthralled by thy shape. And thy fair virtues, force for force, doth move me on the first mistake to swear. I love thee.
Oh. Well, methinks, man, there's not much reason for that. However, to tell the truth, love and reason don't go much together now. No matter how much a neighbor cares for each other, don't make them any better friends. However, I have been known to tell a real knee slapper on occasion.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Oh, not some neither. If I had me wit enough to get me out of these woods, I'd have enough to serve my own turn.
Out of this wood, do not desire go.
Huh?
Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I'm the spirit of no common rate, the sun is still doth tend upon my stay.
Dang!
And I do love thee, therefore go with me. And I will give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep and sing while thou on pressed flowers sleep. And I will purge thy mortal grosses so thou shalt like another spirit go. Peas blossom, cobweb, mustard seed. Ready? Ready? What is your wish? Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hawk in his walks and ramble in his eyes. Nod to him elves and do him courtesies. Hail, mortal. Hail, hail.
Hail! Well, I cry your worship's mercies heartily, and I beseech your worship's name. I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
Oh, cobweb. Well, if I cut my finger, I'll make bow with you to make me a bandit. I'll require more of your acquaintance later. And now I beseech your worship's name.
Eve Blossom?
Oh, well, I pray you, commend me to your mother, Mistress Squash, and Master Peascod, your father. I'll require more of your acquaintance later, too. Well, and now you, fine sir, I beseech your name.
Mustard seed?
Oh, mustard seed, I know your relatives well. Many an ox like beef has devoured many a brother of your house. I got to admit, your relatives make my eyes water. I'll require more of your acquaintance, too.
Come, lead him to my bower. The moon, methinks, looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps, weeps every little flower lamenting some forced chastity. Out, my lord, wrong and bring him silently.
I mean, they were.
But you're in luck. There was a big fire, and all the big fire engines in town came out to fight the fire. But it was so hot they couldn't even get close to it. So they had resolved themselves to just stand back and let her burn. Well, over the hill came the little red fire truck from the rural fire department, and he chugged down the hill and down and around, and he rattled up to the fire, and they rolled right up there to that fire. And the men jumped off the truck and grabbed the water hoses and sprayed themselves off, and they were able to put out the fire. Well, the community was very grateful for this heroic act, and so the mayor presented them with a check for $50,000 for their bravery. And he said, "Chief, what do you think you'll do with the money?" And he said, "Well, the first thing I'm going to do is get the brakes fixed on that damn truck." Oh, no. We're undone. That's Shakespeare. Left-handed or right-handed? All right. All right. We got 5 minutes. Two hippies were walking down the street. This joke almost killed my mother, but my mother never got a joke straight in her life. And when she went to tell it to her friends, none of them laughed, because she got it so twisted up it wasn't funny. But that, to the family, made it all the funnier. Anyway, the two hippies were walking down the street, and they come to a priest. And the priest had his arm in a cast. And the hippies, being very sensitive fellows, said, "Oh my gosh, man, what'd you do to your arm?" And the priest said, "Oh, it's nothing. I just slipped and fell in the bathtub." Oh, well, they went on down the street, and one fellow said to the other, "Hey, man, what's a bathtub?" And the other hippie said to him, "How should I know? I'm no Catholic." Hey, I got an idea. Let's have a very small band try to sound like a very big band. See if you recognize this. I never played golf, and if I had, they would have called me hip shot, slip shot. That's the lights went out.
Oh, it's time.
You know what that means?
Yeah, I do, exactly.
And what it was that next came into her eye that she must dote on in extremity. Here's my messenger. How y'all doing, Massey? What not rule now about this haunted bayou?
You're gonna love this. My mistress with the monster is in love. Near her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals, that work for bread upon Athena's salt, were met together to rehearse a play, intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallowest thick skin of that barren sort, with pyramids presented in their sport. For so kids seemed entered in a break. When I did to him this advantage take, and asked no fixed on his head. Anon his Thisbe must be answered, and forth my Linda comes, and at his side, away his fellows fly. And at our stamp, here over and over one falls, he murder cries and health of Athens skulls. Their sins thus weak, lost with their fears thus strong, made senseless things begin to do them wrong. For briars and thorns their apparel snatch, some sleeves, some hats, from yielders all things catch. I led them on this distracted fear, lest sweet pyramids translated there. When in that moment, so it came to pass, Tidiana waked, and straightway loved an ass.
This falls out better than I could devise. An ass. Hey, but tell me, had thou lashed the Athenian's ass with the love juice like I told you to?
Oh, yeah, I took him sleeping. That is finished too. Oh, yeah, and Athenian woman by his side.
Good.
That when he waked up for, she must be eyed.
Oh, stand aside. This is the same Athenian.
Yeah, that's the woman. That's not the man.
I rebuke you, him who loves you so. Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now, I but shot, I should use thee worse, for thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, the sun was not so true unto the day as he to me. Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? It cannot be, but thou hast murdered him. So a murderer would look, so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I, pierced through the heart by your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright, as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Oh, sweet Demetrius. Wilt thou give him to me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my hound.
Out, dog, out, cur, thou hast driven me past the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him then? Hast thou killed him sleeping? Oh, brave touch.
You spend your passion on a misprized mood. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood. Nor is he dead, aught that I can tell.
I parade thee. Tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what would I get there for?
A privilege never to see me more. And from thy hated presence art I so, whether he be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here therefore for a while I shall remain. So, sorrow's heaviness off heavier grow. For debt that bankrupt sleep doth sorrow owe. And now in some slight measure it will pay. For his tender, here I make my stay.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite and laid the love juice on some true love sight. Of thy mistake must perforce ensue some true love turn, and not a false turn true.
Then fate overrules. That one man holding trough, a million fail, confounding oath on oath. Don't worry, everything will be Jake.
About the bayou, go swifter than the wind. Thank
All
you.
right, I'll
And
go.
hold on.
Okay.
And Helen of Athens seek thou find. All fancy sick she is and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion thou bring her
Okay.
here. All charm his eyes, she do appear.
Okay, I go. I go. Look how I go. Swifter than an arrow from a Tata's bow.
Good help anywhere. Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sinking apple of his eye. When his love the darkness fly, let her shine as glorious as the beams of the sky. When thou waitest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain, my fair band, Helena's here at hand, and mistook by me. Pleading for a lover's fee, shall be their fond pageancy. Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Stand aside, the noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Okay. Then will two at once woo one? That must mean we sport alone. And these things do best please me, that befall preposterously.
Why should you think that I should woo in scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. And look, when I vow, I weep. Vows so born in their nativity, all truth appears. How should these things of me seem scorn to you, bearing the badge of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth, oh, devilish holy fray. These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her over now? Weigh oath with oath, and you will nothing weigh. Your vows to her and me, put in two scales, will both even weigh, and both light as tails.
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind, now you give her over.
Demetrius loves her, he loves not you.
Oh, Helena, goddess, nymph perfect divine, to what my love shall I compare thine eye? Crystal is muddy, oh, how ripe and show thy lips, so kiss and cherries temptation grow. Oh, this pure congealed white, high tar of snow, fanned with the eastern wind, turns to a crow when thou holst up thy hand. Oh, let me kiss this princess of white, this seal of bliss.
Oh, what a load of bourgeois! Us were all bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me as I know you do? But you must join in souls to mock me too? If you were men, as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so. To vow and swear and superpraise my parts, when I'm sure you hate me with your hearts. You both are rivals and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena. A trim exploit, a manly enterprise, to conjure tears up in a poor maid's eyes with your derision. None of noble sort will so offend a virgin and extort a poor soul's patience, all to make you sport.
You are unkind, Demetrius, be not so, for you love Hermia, this you know, I know. And here, with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love, I yield you up my part. And yours of Helen to me bequeath, whom I do love and will do till my death.
Never did mockers with more idle breath.
Keep thy Hermia, I will none. If ever I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her was like an unwelcome house guest. And now to Helen it is home returned, there to remain.
Helen, he's a liar!
This fair is not the faith thou dost not know, lest that thou peril thou buy it dear.
Lysander!
Oh, hell.
There is your love. Yonder is thy dear.
Lysander! Thou art not by mine eye. Lysander found my ear. I think it brought me to thy sound, but why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay? Whom love doth press to go.
And what love could press Lysander from my side?
Whom Lysander's love. Not let him die, fair Helen. More in guilts than not, than all you fiery O's and your eyes alight. Why seekst thou me? Cannot this make thee know the hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think, it cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport. In spite of me! Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired, have you with thieves contrived to bait me with this foul derision? Is all the counsel we two have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours we spent gossiping to each other, is it all forgot? It is not friendly, 'tis not maidenly. Our sex, as well as I may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems as if you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander as in scorn to follow me and praise my eyes and face, and made your other love, Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot, to call me goddess, nymph, divine and rare, precious, celestial? Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates? Wherefore doth Lysander deny your love, so rich within his soul, and tender me forsooth affection, but by your setting on, by your consent?
I understand not what you mean by this.
Ah, do for server counterfeit sad looks, make mouths upon me when I turn my back, wink at each other, pull the sweet chest up. This sport, well carried, shall be chronicled. Yet any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But very well, 'tis partly my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena, hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent.
Sweet, do not scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Oh, thou canst compel no more than she can entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee. By my life I do. I swear that by which I will lose for thee to prove him false that says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw. Prove it too.
Quick, come.
Lysander, we're too tinsel.
Away, you Ethio.
No. Go on as you would follow, but yet come not. He seemed to break free. You are a tame man. Go.
Oh, hang off, thou bear cat, thou bird. I'll thee let loose, or I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Lass, are you grown so rude? What changes this, sweet love?
Oh, thy love. Out tawny tart out. Loathe medicine, hated poison head.
Do you not jest?
Yes, sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would that I had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I will not take your word.
What, should I hurt her, strike her, kill her dead? Though I hate her, I will not harm her so.
Can you do me more harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore? What news, mother?
I'm not Hermia. Are you not Lysander? I'm as fair now as I was erewhile. Since not you left me, but since not you left me. Why then you left me, O God's forbidden carnage, shall I say?
I, by my life, and never didst desire to see thee more. Therefore, be out of hope, of question, of doubt. Be certain, nothing truer. 'Tis no jest that I do hate thee. And love, Helena.
Oh, me.
You Sheba! You canker blossom! You thief of love! What, have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from me?
Have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What, sufficient answers from my gentle tongue. Fie, fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you.
Puppet? Why so? That way goes the game. Now I perceive she hath made compare between our statures. She hath urged her hat and her personage, her tall personage, her hot forsooth. She hath prevailed with him. And what? Are you grown so high in his esteem because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I? Thou painted maypole. Speak, how low am I? I am not yet so low but that my nails can reach unto thine.
I pray you, though you mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. I was never cursed. I have no gift at all in shrewishness. I'm a bridesmaid for my cowardice. Let her not strike me. You perhaps may think because she is something lower than myself that I can match her.
Lower. Hark, again.
Oh, good Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. I evermore did love you, Hermia. Never wronged you, did ever keep your counsels. Save that, in love unto Demetrius, I told him of yourself unto this wood. He followed you for love, I followed him. But he hath tied me hands and threatened to strike me, spurn me, nay, to kill me too. And so, you will let me quiet go to Athens. I will bear my folly back and follow you no further. Stay. You see how simple and how fond I am?
Why, get you gone. What is it that hinders you?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind.
With Lysander!
Demetrius!
Be not afraid, she shall not harm thee, Helena.
No, she shall not, though you take her part.
Oh, when she's angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when we went to school. And though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little again. Nothing but low and little. Why, will you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me come to her. Let me go, you.
Get you gone, you dwarf! You minimus, a hindering not grass made! You bead! You acorn!
You are too officious on her behalf that scorns your service. Speak not of Helen and take not her part. For if thou ever dost intend so little show of love to her, you will pay for it.
Now she holds me not. Follow if thou darest to try whose right of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with you, cheek by jowl.
Oh, you long jockey.
I'll have at you, you sky pilot.
You, mistress, this coil is all on you. Nay, go not back.
I will not trust you, I no longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands than mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away.
I'm amazed and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest or commit thy knaveries willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did you not tell me that I should know the man by the thin garments he had on? And so far blame this proves my enterprise. But I have anointed an Athenian's eyes. And so far, am I glad that so did sort. This is their jangling, I do esteem a sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Therefore, Robin, overcast the night and lead these pesky rivals so astray they do not get in one another's way. And when they're sleeping, they freshly stirred into Lysander's eye. When they next wake, all this derision shall seem like a dream and a fruitless vision. And back to Athens the lovers shall wend, once married to date till death shall never end. Whilst I in this affair do thee employ, I'll to my queen and take her Indian boy. Then will I her charmed eye release from this monster's view, and all things shall be peace.
My fair lord, this must be done with haste. For night's swift dragons cut the clouds full fast.
Speak of the way, we may effect this business yet today.
See ya.
Up and down, up and down. We will lead you up and down. I'm feared and field in town. God bless. Lead them up and down. Here it comes.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now!
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
Oh, I will be with thee straight!
Follow me then, to plainer ground. Lysander! Thou runaway, thou coward, art thou fled? Speak! Is the bush? Where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward, thou art bragging to the stars, telling the bushes that thou lookest for wars. And wilt not come? Come, recreant, come, child. I'll whip thee with a rod. He's defiled that draws a sword on thee.
Yeah, art thou there?
Hold my voice. We'll try no manhood here. He goes before me, still he dares me on. Then, when I come where he calls, and he's gone. Oh, the villain's much lighter heeled than I. I follow fast. Oh, faster than he fly. Ooh. Fall in my dark, uneven way. Oh, here'll I rest me. Come, gentle day. For once thou shown me thy gray light, I'll find Demetrius. Revenge this spite. Ho, 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 coward, why comest thou not?
Abide me if thou darest! I know well that you run before me, shift in every direction, and dare not stand nor look me in the face! Where art thou now?
Come hither, I'm here.
Nay, then thou mockest me! Thou shalt by this dare, if ever I thy face by daylight see! Now go thy way, faintness constraineth me to measure out my length upon this cold bed. By day's approach, look to be visited!
Oh, weary night, oh, long and tedious night, abate thy hour. Shine comforts from the east that I'll be back to Athens by daylight from these that my poor company detest. Oh, and sorrow sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye. Still me a while from mine own company.
Get but three, come one more. Two of both kinds make up four. Here she comes all cursing sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so in woe. Bedecked with the dews and torn with the briars, I can no further crawl. So, I cannot keep pace with my desires. Here I will rest me till the break of day. Heavens, shield Lysander if he be afraid. On the ground, sleep sound. I'll apply to your eye gentle lover's remedy. And when thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. In the country proverb known that every man should take his own, and in his wake it shall be shown. Jack shall have jail, Dot shall go ill, the man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
my scrolls is on my sleeve, smooth head, and sits on fair large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peas Blossom?
Right.
Peas Blossom, scratch my head. And now, where's that cobweb?
Ready?
Oh, cobweb, fix your weapons in hand and go kill me a red-haired tumblebee on top of a thistle. Oh, and cobweb, fetch me back the honey bag. Oh, and cobweb, take a fret, don't get too worked up over that honey bag. I'd hate to give you spill it all over. Oh, now where's that mustard? Yeah. There you are. Oh, nothing really, mustard seed. Help Peas Blossom scratch my head. I gotta get me to the barber. I am such a tender ass. When my hair gets long, well, it itches and I gots to scratch.
Well, will thou hear some music, my sweet love?
Oh, I got a reasonable good ear for music. Let's hear the Soggy Bottom Boys. Hey!
Sweet love. What thou desires for me.
Well, oh, here comes Cobweb. What you got in the bag? Let's see. I'd like me a nice, thick, juicy, pack of provender. No. Or some dried oats. A nice bottle. Hay, dry hay. Anybody got some good hay? Oh, I know. I'll make waffles.
I have a venturous fairy that shall seek the squirrel's hoard and find me new now.
Oh, no, I'd rather have a handful or two of dried peas. But I'm going to tell you, Sugar Bottom, don't let any of your people bother me, because I've got a great exposition of sleep coming upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies be gone, and be always away. So doth the wood bind the sweet honeysuckle gently, and twist the female ivy so, and brings the monkey fingers of the elm. How I love thee, and how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Thou seest this sweet sight. On her dotage now, I do begin to pity.
Not me.
Yeah. But I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And gentle Pug, remove the transformed scout from off that Athenian swain, that he waken when the others do. Well, think no more of tonight's accidents as that, but a fierce vexation of a dream. But first, I'll release the fairy queen. Be as thou was wont to be, see as thou was wont to see. Dian's bud over Cupid's flower has such force and blessed power. Now, my Titiana, wake you, my sweet queen.
Not overall, what visions I've seen. Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
You and him. How these things came to pass?
Silence a
How
while.
mine eyes loathe his visage.
Silence. Calm down. Robin, take off his head.
Now when thou wakest with thy own fool's eyes peep.
Not much of an improvement.
Good point. But now thou and I are new in amity, and tomorrow midnight solemnly we dance at Duke Theseus' house triumphantly, and bless it to all fair prosperity. There The pairs of faithful lovers shall be wedded with Duke Theseus, all in jollity.
Fair king, attend and mark. I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silence sad, trip we after the night shade. We the earth can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that sleeping here I was found with these mortals on the ground.
That's a good story.
Now with the dawn of the day, my love shall hear the music of my hounds uncoupled in the western valley.
Oh, I was with Hercules and Cadmus once, when in a wood of Crete they bayed the bear with hounds of Sparta. Oh, never heard I so musical a discord, such gallant chiding. Oh, such sweet thunder.
My hounds are bred of the Spartan kind, of long ears that sweep away the morning dew. They's crook-kneed and dew-lapped like Thessalian bulls. They is slow in pursuit, but they are matched in mouth like bales. But soft, what nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep. And this Lysander is. This Demetrius. This is Helena. Old Nita's Helena. I wonder if they'll be in here together.
No doubt they rose early to celebrate the rite of May, and hearing of our intent, they came to grace our solemnity. But, Phegeus, is not this the day that we are supposed to have Hermia's answer?
You got that right, Duke.
Bid the huntsmen wake them with the horns. Good morrow, friends. St. Valentine's is past. Now, how the woodbirds be coupling now?
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all stand up. Now, I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this concord in the wood?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly, half sleep, half waking, but as yet I cannot say to how I came here. Nothing, for truly what I speak. How I do bethink me, so it is. I came here with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might wed without the peril of Athenian law.
Enough, my lord, you have enough. I beg the law upon his head. They would have stolen away, they would, Demetrius, thereby to have deprived you and me. You of your wife, me of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth and of this here their purpose hither unto this wood. I in fury followed them, and fair Helen in fancy following me. But I know not by what power, but by some power it is. My love to Hermia melted as the snow. Seems to me as a remembrance of an idle trinket that I did dote upon as a child. And the virtue of my heart, the object and pleasure of mine eye, is only Helena. To her, my lord, I was betrothed ere I saw Hermia. And like in sickness I did loathe this food, but now comes my natural taste. I do love it, wish for it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, we are fortunately met. We will hear more of this anon. Now, Aegeus, I will overbear your will, for by and by in the temple with us, these couples shall be eternally knit. Now, as the morning is past, our proposed hunt will be put aside. We will return to Athens, 3 and 3, and hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, my dear.
These things seem small and undistinguishable.
Methinks I see with parted eye when I pick things. So methinks. And I found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own and not mine own.
Yet, do you not think that we are awake, that yet we sleep, we dream? Do not you think that the mayor was here and bid us follow him?
Yeah, and my mother. And Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why then, we are awake. Let us follow him and by the way, recount our dreams.
Oh, when my next cue comes, call me. For my next line is most fair pyramus. Hi-ho, pansy, flute, startling, snout, trick. God, my life stolen, hence left me asleep. Why, I've had a most rare vision. I've had a dream. Past the wit of man to say what kind of dream it was. For if man's to go on expounding about this dream, man is but an ass. But I thought I was. Oh, no man can say what I thought I was. But I thought I was, and I thought I had. Oh, no man can say what I thought I had. Man is but a patched fool if he go on to say what I thought I had. For the eye of man is not heard, the ear of man is not seen. Man's hand unable to taste is unconceived. No, it's hard to report what my dream was. Oh, I know! I give me pans and quints to write about my dream. I'll call Bottom's dream because it hadn't a bottom. And I'll sing it at the mayor's wedding. And for the best effects, I'll do it when old Thisby dies. Yeah!
He cannot be heard of, out of doubt. He has been transported.
If he come not for the play is marred. It goes not forward, does it?
It is not possible. You've not a man in all Athens able to discharge Pyramus for hate.
No, he's simply the best wit of any handicraft man in Athens.
Yeah, and the best person, too. And he is a very paramour for a sweet voice.
You must say para gone. A paramour is, God bless us, a thing of naught.
Masters, the Duke is coming from the temple, and there's 2 or 3 more lords and ladies married. If our sport had gone forward, we'd all been made men.
Oh, sweet bully bottom! Thus you've lost 6 pence a day. He could have not skipped 6 pence a day during his life. And the Duke had not given him 6 pence a day for playing Pyramus. And I'll be hanged, he would have deserved it! 6 pence a day in Pyramus, or nothing.
Where are these lads? Where are these scouts?
Almost courageous day! Almost happy hour!
Masters, I am to discourse wonders, but ask me not what, for if I told you, I'd be no true Athenian. Okay, I'll tell you everything right as it lay down.
Let us hear, sweet mother!
Well, not a word of me. All that I got to tell you is that the mayor has died. So get your apparel together. Good strings to your beards, new ribbons for your pumps. Every man meet at the palace and go over your parts, for the long and the short of it is, a play is provided! Yeah. Anyway, let him that plays Thisby get some clean linen. And let him that plays the lion do not pare your nails, for they shall hang out as the lion's claws. And most of your actors eat no onions, no garlic, for we are to utter sweet breath. And I do not doubt but to hear them say that it is a sweet comedy. Now away, let's go to the palace, let's go! Yeah!
my Theseus, that which these lovers speak of?
More strange than true? I may never believe these antique fables or these fairy toys. I mean, lovers and madmen have such seething brains.
Yes, but all the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together.
Well, here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends, joy and fresh days accompany your hearts.
More than to us, waiting your royal walks and your born your bed.
What masks have we got? What dances? How are we going to wear away the long 3 hours between our after supper and our bedtime? Where's our usual manager of mirth? What revels are in hand? Call Philostrate.
Here, Theseus.
What arrangement have you for us this evening? What masks? What music? How else do we beguile the lazy time, if not with some delight?
There's brief. How many sports are ripe? Make choice of which your highness will see first.
The battle with the centaurs to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp. None of that. That I told my kinsman in glory, my love of the ride of the tipsy bacchanals tearing the Thracian singer in their rage. Well, that is an old device, and it was played when I from Thebes came a conqueror. The thrice three muses mourning for the death of learning, late deceased in beggary. Well, that is some satire, is keen and critical. It is not fitting for a nuptial ceremony. A tedious, brief scene, a young Pyramus and his love Thisbe. Very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical. Tedious and brief. Now that is hot ice and wondrous strange snow. How shall we find the concord of this discord?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play. But by 10 words, my lord, it is too long, which makes it tedious. For in all the play, there is not one word apt, one player fitted. And tragical, my noble lord, it is, for Pyramus therein doth kill himself, which, when I saw rehearsed, I must confess, made mine eyes water. But more merry tears, the passion of loud laughter never shed.
What are they that play?
Hard-handed men that work at Athens here, who never labored in their minds till now.
We will have that play.
No, my noble lord, it is not for you. I have heard it over, and it is nothing in the world, unless you can find sport in their intents, extremely stretched and pronged with cruel pain, to do you service.
I will view that play, for nothing can be amiss when duty and simpleness tender it. Go, bring them in. Take your places, everyone.
I love not to see wretchedness overplayed.
My gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing.
Well, he says they can do nothing in this kind.
The kind are we to give them thanks for nothing. Now, our sport will be to take what they mistake.
So please your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let them approach.
If we offended us with our goodwill, then you should think we come not to offend, but with goodwill to show our simple skill that is the true beginning of our end. Consider that we come but in a spite, we come not as spite to contest you. Our true intent is all for you to allow we are not here, that you should hear obey you. The actors are at hand, and by their show you should know all that you would like to know.
stand on points.
She hath read her prologue like a rough colt, my lord. She knows not the stop. It's a good moral. It's not enough to speak, but to speak true.
Indeed, she hath played on her prologue like a child on a recorder. A sound, but not in government.
Her speech was like a tangled chain. Nothing impaired, but all disordered. What's next?
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you will know. This beauteous lady Thisbe is so. This man with lime and rough calf does present Wall, that vile wall which did these lovers sunder. And through Wall's cheek poor souls they are content to whisper, at the which of no man wonder. This man with lanthorn dog and bush of thorn presented moonshine. For if you will know, by moonshine did these lovers slake no scorn to meet at Nina's tomb there to woo. This grisly beast which lion hot by name. The trusted Thisbe coming first by night did scare away, or rather did affright. And as she fled, her mantle she did fall, reclined, vile with bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain. Whereat with bloody bladeful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast. And Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest, let line, moonshine, wall, and lovers twain at large discourse while here they do remain.
I wonder if that lion is going to speak.
No wonder, for one lion may when many asses do.
In the same interlude, it doth befall that I, once not by name, present a wall. And such a wall as I would have you think that had in it a crannied hole or a chink, through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, did whisper often, very secretly. This rough cast and yet stone not show that I am that same wall, the truth is so. And this the cranny is, bright and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you prefer paint and drapery to speak better?
It is the wittiest partition I ever heard discourse, my lord.
Pyramus draws near the wall. Silence. Oh, grim lurking night. Oh, night with you so black. Oh, night which art when day is not. Oh, night, alack, alack, alack. I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot. And thou, oh wall, oh sweet, oh lovely wall, that stands between her father's ground and mine. And thou, oh wall, oh sweet, oh lovely wall, show me thy chink with which to blink through with my line. Thanks, courteous wall, Job sheared you well for that. But what's this I see? No Thisbe do I see. Oh, cursed wall for receiving me like this. Cursed be thy stones for not receiving my bliss.
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
Oh. No, sir, in fact, you should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's due to enter. Now, she's going to enter, and I'm going to spire through the wall. Now, it'll flow past. You see, look, yonder she comes.
Oh, Lord, heard my moans for parting my fair Pyramus and me. My lips have often kissed my stones. My stones, I am in hair and thee.
I see them always. Now will I do the chink, and then I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe.
My love thou art, my love I think.
Thy love, you would think what thou wilt, and like Lymander in my trustless steed.
And I like gods who fates me kill.
Like Shafalus to Pocalus was so true.
And Shafalus to Procris, I to you.
Oh, meet me at Ninny's tent.
Ninus!
lead away.
Tie life, tie death, I come without delay.
Okay.
Thus have I, Wall, my part discharged so. Being done, thus, Wall, away doth go.
Stuff ever I heard.
Well, if we imagine no worse of them than they of themselves, they will pass for excellent men. Here come two noble beasts, a man and a lion.
You, ladies, you, gentle hearts, do you fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on the floor? Quake and tremble near. Rough and wild with rage to the roar. Yeah, I went snug and joined her. Lion fell. Or else no lions have. For if I should, as lion, come with strife into this place, what pity on my life.
A very gentle beast with a good conscience.
The very best of a beast, my lord.
This line's a very fox for his valor.
Well, let us listen to the moon.
This lanthorn doth the moon represent.
What, he should wear the horns on his head.
He is no crescent, and the horns are invisible in his circumference.
This lanthorn doth the horn moon represent. Myself, the man I, the moon do seem to be.
Now this is the greatest error of them all. The man should be in the lanthorn. How else is he the man in the moon?
And he should fear no candle, for you see it is already in snuff.
I am aweary of this moon. Would that he would change.
It would appear, by his small light of discretion, he is in the wane. But in courtesy, we must stay the time.
Proceed.
Listen, all I want to say is to tell you that this lanthorn is the moon, I the man in the moon, this thorn bush my thorn bush, and this damn dog is my damn dog.
Why, all these things should be in the lanthorn because all of these things are in the moon. Oh, then here comes Thisbe.
This is all Lily's time. Oh, for heaven's sakes!
Where is my love?
Well roared, lion.
Well run, Thisbe.
Well shown. Truly the moon shines with a good grace.
Well moused, lion.
So the line vanished.
And then came Paramus.
Oh, sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by thy golden glittering gracious gleams, I trust to take the dearest Thisbe's side. But stay, oh spite, but mark, poor night. What dreadful dole is here? Eyes, do you see? How can it be? Oh dainty duck, oh dear. Thy mantle, good, what? Stained with blood. Approach, ye furies fell. Oh fates, come, come. Cut, thread, and thrum. Quail, crush, conclude, and quail.
This passion and the death of a dear friend would go near to make a man look sad.
Oh, bless his heart. I pity the man.
O nature, where didst thou lion's frame? Where lion vile hath here deflowered my dear, which is, no, which was the fairest dame that ever lived, loved, liked, looked, with cheer. Come tears confound, out sword and wound the Papa Pyramid. I that left Pap with a heart doth hop. And now die I, thus, thus, thus. Now I am dead, now I am fled. Tongue lose thy light, moon take thy flight. Starveling, dead, permanent, moon take thy flight. The man's as deaf as a post. Now die, 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 die.
No
Die!
No die, but an ace for him, for he is but one.
No less than an ace, man, for he's dead. He's nothing.
With the help of a surgeon, he might yet recover and prove an ass.
How chance that moonshine is gone before young Thisbe can come back and find her lover?
Oh, she shall find him by starlight. Here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
Oh, methinks she should not use a long one for such a pyramus. I hope she will be brief.
He got spied him.
Asleep, my love? What? Dead, my dove? Oh, Paris, arise! Speak, quite dumb! Dead, until I must cover my sweet eyes. These my lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks are gone, Lovers make moan! His eyes were green as leeks. Oh, sisters free, come to me, with hands as pale as milk. Lave him in gore, since you are sure, with shears his thread of silk. Tongue, not a word, come trusty sword.
Oh, thank you.
Come lay my breast in view. And farewell, friends. Us Thisbe ends. Adieu, adieu, adieu.
Lion and moonshine are left to bury the dead.
Aye, and Wall too.
I assure you, sir, the wall is down that part of their fathers. Now, would you like to see the epilogue or to hear a burgomass dance twixt our companies?
No epilogue. When all the players are dead, there needs no one to be blamed. Now, that was very notably discharged. Now, no epilogue, but let's see your burgomass.
Okay.
Now the hunger lion roars, and the wolf behows the moon. Not a mouse shall disturb this hallowed house. I'm sit with broom before, sweep the dust behind the door.
Through this house give gathering light, every elf and fairy sprite. Pop is light as bird on briar. And this ditty after me, let us dance it, trippingly.
First rehearse your song by rote, to each word a war. Hand in hand with fairy grace, we will dance and bless this place.
Wait a minute! What about the Indian boy?
They wouldn't release him from Actors Equity.
Think but this and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear, and this weak and idle thing, no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend, if you parted we will mend, and as I'm an honest puck, if we have unearned luck, not escape the serpent's tongue, we'll make amends ere long, else the puck will let her call. So good night unto you all. And give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.